Hello everyone, the story I'm going to share today is the consequences of not listening to good advice. This story took place during the Warring State period, in the 7th year of the reign of King Xiaocheng of Zhao. A battle was fought at Changping between Qin State and Zhao State. Although Grand General Lian Po's troops fought back and forth with the Qin State, there was no clear winner. Using the technique of showing discord, the Qin state satisfied to the Zhao state, seeing the Qin state was not afraid of Lian Po. Instead, it admired Zhao Kuo, who was the son of great General Zhao She. General Zhao She had already died, but the king of the Zhao state fell into the trap and believed it. Thus, Lian Po was removed from his post and replaced by Zhao Kuo as commander-in-chief. Although General Lin Xiangru was not fooled by the trick and tried his best to stop him, King Zhao was determined and refused to listen to any advice. Zhao Kuo's mother was very righteous. When she heard that her son was appointed commander-in-chief, she was so upset that she could not eat or sleep. She knew her son was not qualified to assume this heavy responsibility. She was worried about the Zhao state, and she was worried about her son. Because the battle at Changping was raging, she clearly saw the trick the Qin state was playing to undermine the state's loyalty toward General Lian Po and replace him with her son at the front line. Since her son had no experience in fighting, it was inevitable that Zhao state would lose the battle. She thought, if my son loses the battle, the city will be lost, and the country will suffer a heavy blow. I will also lose my son. So she wrote a letter to King Zhao in which she stated, my son Zhao Kuo is not qualified to take over the position of commander-in-chief. Do not think that because he is Zhao She's son, that he has ability to command the army. There is a big difference between my son and his father. Each time you reverted Zhao she never kept it for himself. Instead, he shared all the silver and other valuables with his soldiers. His heart was devoted to protecting the country. But my son Zhao Kuo is different. Every time you've awarded him with silver or other rewards, he kept them for himself. He plans to build a new house and buy new land. His focus is on taking care of himself, not the country. How can he be a good general? I'm telling you the truth. I'm deeply worried about the fate of our state. Please rescind your decision and do not grant my son this position. When King Zhao received her letter, he shook his head and said, what kind of mother is this? She should be proud and happy to see her son being raised to such a high position. Her reaction is so strange that I will not listen to her. As soon as he arrived at the battlefield at Changping, Zhao Kuo changed Lian Po's defense strategy and prepared to attack the Qin troops. In August, Zhao Kuo led the Zhao army attack against the Qin army in a large scale. The Qin state had also changed its commander-in-chief and appointed Bai Qi. When the Zhao troops charged, Bai Qi pretended to be defeated to lure the enemy into his trap. After Zhao army marched all the way to the Qin army's position at Longwo, Bai Qi gave the order and the main force of the Qin army started to fight. Realizing the trick, the Zhao army started to retreat, but it was too late. The main force of 25,000 Qin soldiers blocked their way out. Bai Qi also ordered another 5,000 Qin cavalry to block the way to the Zhao encampment. Thus, the Zhao army was cut off from its supplies of food and water. When Bai Qi had the Zhao army surrounded, he gave the order to attack it. The Zhao army was trapped and had to change its strategy from attacking to defending itself. The Zhao army fought hard and waited for the allied armies to support them, but most of the other states were afraid of Qin state. Some even thought that Qin and Zhao states might have made peace, so no supporting troops or supplies were sent by the other states. The Zhao army tried to break through the surrounding many times, but in vain. Many Zhao soldiers were killed during the fierce fighting. In the end, 400,000 Zhao soldiers surrendered to the Qin army. The Battle of Changping was a turning point that ended the warring state period. The Qin state was invincible. The other 6 states were not strong enough to fight, and eventually China was unified under the Qin state. Because of King Xiaocheng of Zhao refused to listen to Zhao Ku's mother's advice, many people were killed, and the tide of history was changed. This story reminded me of Chinese proverb that is, good medicine is bitter, but it's good for the disease. Good advice is not pleasant to your ear, but it brings good results. Think about it. If people can rationally accept other people's advice, those tragic and regretful things might not happen. Therefore, I kindly suggest all of us to seriously think about advice from others and to look at all things happening around you with mindfulness and use your charitable heart and your righteous energy field to influence everything around you. Thank you very much for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if just subscribe it. Thank you again.